Hi, I'm Jaden McBride, and I did the Franklin versus Gwinnett County Public Schools case for the Chapter 8 and Week 7.1 case study assignment. Facts of the case. So, in this case, the plaintiff is Christine Franklin, whom at the time was a student. The defendant is Gwinnett County Public Schools. Kind of an overall. On December 29th of 1988, Franklin filed a sexual harassment report with claims against Andrew Hill, who was a teacher and a coach who was employed by the district. Franklin had made statements that she was sexually assaulted by Mr. Hill. There were cases of forced kissing, inappropriate conversations, and sexual acts that happened all on campus. She claimed that this had been going on for a couple of years. I think in 1986 was when she stated that it had began, and then it was happening up until she filed the report in 1988. Christine had stated that she had went into the office and talked to teachers and administrators about what had been going on with Mr. Hill, and told them, and they basically told her, don't worry about it, it'll go away. They encouraged her not to file a report against him, and Franklin wasn't really okay with that, and so she ended up taking it to court. So plaintiff, which is Christine Franklin's arguments, she's just arguing, like I said, that she told the teachers and administrators they were aware of the harassment and they didn't do anything to stop it, and she didn't think that that was right. And then they also discouraged her from pressing charges against Mr. Hill. And the only argument that Mr. Hill has is that he resigned in April 14th of 1988, so that was just a few months. He was basically gone and out of the district before she ever filed this lawsuit against him, or against the school involving him. And so she just thinks that, or he thinks that he should not be tried for it because he wasn't even working for the school at the time that she filed the lawsuit. The court findings. So Franklin went into this case trying to sue for monetary damages under a violation of Title IX. So she thinks that she should be given monetary reimbursement for the things that she went through. So this went into federal court, and they actually dismissed the suit because they said that Title IX does not allow monetary relief. So due to her case, she was not going to be able or be given anything for what she went through. So they basically just dismissed it. And under Title IX, it states that no person shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. So once that got denied, it went to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, and they confirmed that monetary damages were not going to be given under Title IX. Then the case went to Supreme Court on December 11th, 1991, so 3 years later, and it was actually reversed in Supreme Court, and the case got remanded. Monetary damages, after the Supreme Court decided that they were going to reverse this case and had long discussions over what cases could and could not receive monetary damages under Title IX, they decided that in cases like this, involving violations of Title IX, that when the student isn't going to benefit any from back pay, that monetary damages would become available, and that's the first time that this has ever happened. Implications: administration just needs to take students into consideration. When a student comes in to talk to a teacher or an administrator with complaints of sexual harassment, they need to take into consideration the student's safety, because at this point, when they're brave enough to come talk to one of them, they feel unsafe and they feel like something needs to be done because it's becoming to be an uncomfortable situation for them to be in. Any report of assault or harassment should be taken seriously. There's zero reason why administration should have just pushed Christine's accusations to the side and told her not to press charges, not to worry about it. Whether she was lying or not, that is something that the school needs to take seriously and look into quickly. A plan should be in place for what steps the school will take when things like this occur. To me, it seemed like the administration at Gwinnett County didn't really have never dealt with a situation involving sexual harassment, or they just have never really truly known what to do when things like this have come up. So I think that a specific plan should be in place, saying if a student comes to you with a problem involving sexual harassment, these are the steps that we will take. It should be in the handbook. All staff, teachers, administrators, everyone should be aware. Accusations should not be pushed to the side, and the victim should not be discouraged. Just what I said earlier, when a student comes in accusing an employee of any wrongdoing, but especially sexual harassment, it shouldn't just be pushed to the side, and the student should not be discouraged to keep it to themselves and not say anything to anybody because of the backfire that the school might get. And then lastly, communication lines should be open with students as a staff. Students need to feel safe, and like when things like this come up, or when they feel that a teacher is doing something wrong, or they feel like they're being sexually harassed, or they feel like they're not being treated fairly, they should be brave enough and be comfortable enough to go into the office of an administrator or to speak to a teacher, and not feel like they're going to be looked down upon or told that they're wrong or told that they shouldn't be feeling that way, or that they're not really listening and that they're on the side of the person who they're coming to the administrator about. Thank you.